AFC West! Ha!
Welcome to That's Good Sports. I am Brandon, the world's okayest football expert, Perna. And today I want to evaluate the AFC West and how I think the offseason moves and free agency and the draft will affect the division, since that is the division I know better than Cersei Lannister knows the taste and feel of a family penis. I'll address each AFC West team in a separate video and break down how they got better or worse in relation to the division, and probably at times specifically to the Broncos. Last season, the Kansas City Chiefs finished first in the division with a 10-6 record, but will the loss of Alex Smith change that? Today is about the Chiefs. That's Good Sports. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and if you're already subscribed, please click the notification button. I do have big dick Patreon shout outs for bitch. Better use my intros. Okay, only out of fear I did. D Walker upping to a $10 donation, and Cade Fritzler. Look, I do have a Patreon only podcast and I do monthly t-shirt giveaways there. Please, that is how this channel makes a living. Do it. Kansas City Chiefs, yes, they were king of the division last year. And I say that very lightly because no matter which team you support in the AFC West, you have to admit it was one of, if not the weakest divisions in all of football last year. Kansas City started off so strong, destroying the Patriots week 1. And yes, Kansas City, I was rooting for you to win that game because fuck you, Tom Brady. But all of that early promise led to a crushing defeat by Marcus Mariota catching his own touchdown pass in the wild card round of the playoffs. The Chiefs focused on two things this offseason: getting rid of Alex Smith after he played his best season ever in the NFL, and trying to fix an aging defense. The Chiefs traded Alex Smith to Washington in exchange for a 2019 third rounder and slot corner Kendall Fuller, which they desperately needed before trading their star corner Marcus Peters to the Rams. The loss of Eric Berry in 2017 due to injury was, in my opinion, one of the biggest factors to the Chiefs' decline from looking like a serious playoff contender to the team that lost to the Titans. In free agency, some key signings for the Chiefs were Rams receiver Sammy Watkins, Dallas linebacker Anthony Hitchens, Cardinals nose tackle Xavier Williams, and Oakland cornerback David Amerson. Key losses included linebacker Tamba Hali, inside linebacker Ramik Wilson, safety Ron Parker, wide receiver Albert Wilson, lineman Zach Fulton, nose tackle Benny Logan, and cornerbacks Terrence Mitchell, Keith Acker, and Phillip Gaines, and of course, the legendary linebacker Derrick Johnson. In the draft, the Chiefs didn't have a first-round selection because of last year's move to select Patrick Mahomes. They ended up taking 6 players, and their first 5 picks were all defensive guys. All I know about their draft picks is that Breeland Speaks sounds like my mom's favorite Lifetime movie. A young deaf boy regains his ability to hear, and what he has to say will change the world. Breeland Speaks. I've already made a similar joke, I don't care. Through the draft, the Chiefs definitely got younger on defense. My question is Reggie McKenzie secretly working with his son Khalil McKenzie, who was drafted by the Chiefs to help destroy the Oakland Raiders after John Gruden usurped Reggie McKenzie's authority as general manager? And how long will those players need to develop into NFL-level playmakers? I think linebacker Anthony Hitchens is a suitable replacement for Derrick Johnson, but with the loss of Peters and an aging Justin Houston, I think there are more question marks on that defense than exclamation points. Wait, what? Justin Houston's only 29 years old? That guy? No way. He looks like he's fathered 4 children as a single parent and just became a grandfather as his oldest daughter at age 26 gave birth to a beautiful 7-year-old looking boy. He is only 20. Wow. Anyway, David Amerson was not a good corner in Oakland, and had the Chiefs kept Marcus Peters, with the return of Eric Berry and the addition of Kendall Fuller, would have had a great back end on defense. Instead, I'd argue their secondary is their Achilles heel. No pun intended, Eric Berry, who is returning from a torn Achilles. Seriously, no pun. Eric Berry may finish his career as my all-time favorite Kansas City Chief, next to Hank Stram and Elvis Grbac. That said, there's no guarantee Barry will be himself after that injury, which leaves the Chiefs with one proven player in the secondary in Kendall Fuller heading into his third season. The bad news for the Chiefs secondary is Derrick Carr is healthy again. Phillip Rivers is coming off a great season, and the Broncos actually have a guy who can throw the fucking football in 2018. I'm guessing the Chiefs are banking on their front seven disrupting opposing quarterbacks, as that's the area I think they improved this offseason via the draft with Speaks, Derrick, Nnadi, and free agent Xavier Williams. There's no guarantee Sammy Watkins will be good or stay healthy. His entire career has been limited by injuries. He did have a nose for the end zone in 2017 with 8 touchdowns, but his 39 catches are about par for what KC receivers outside of Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce have been putting up every year. If Watkins has a big year, it will be because Patrick Mahomes is a QB prodigy. I think he's going to be good, maybe very good, but he's going to need a lot of help on offense in 2018 for immediate success in his first year as a starter. Mahomes' best friend needs to be Kareem Hunt in his second season. If Hunt puts up 1,300 yards again and 450 receiving yards, the Chiefs' offense will be hard to defend in 2018, even with the first-year quarterback. But that's a big if in the AFC West that might have 2 top 10 defenses in the Chargers and Broncos. The loss of Alex Smith will sting in the short term for the Chiefs. You can't replace what he did unless Mahomes is Aaron Rodgers. I predict Mahomes will have success early in 2018 until defenses learn his weaknesses. Hint, it's finding a good barber. And the second half of the season will be where we see the growing pains. I don't believe the Chiefs got significantly better this offseason, again, unless Mahomes, who fucking lit it up at Texas Tech, is 100% ready to be an NFL starter. There's no way to predict that right now. And I never bet on that for first-year QBs. So overall, the Chiefs' secondary is worse, and the interior of the offensive line has question marks. I would keep an eye on Breeland Speaks and compare him to Bradley Chubb in 2018. Both were number 9 in college. They are similar in size. Both play next to elite pass rushers in Justin Houston and Von Miller, but Speaks was nabbed in the second round at number 46, which means he has a lot less pressure to perform this season, especially after the Shane Ray injury, and I think he may have a bigger year than Chubb because of that. Now, for a secret weapon. The Chiefs' secret weapon in 2018 is their guard, Laurent Duvernay-Tardif. Sorry, I said that wrong. Dr. Laurent Duvernay-Tardif, who received his medical degree this offseason, which is great because Tardif will now be the only player in the league able to diagnose himself with a concussion during a game. Unlike that fake bullshit honorary medical degree J.J. Watt received from Baylor, Tardif actually earned his degree. The reason Dr. Tardif is a secret weapon is because he can also identify every injury a player may be dealing with on the opposite side of the ball and inflict even greater pain on those players by knowing exactly how to make them hurt forever. If the Chiefs win a playoff game, it will be because of Tardif. My prediction in 2018 for the Chiefs is 9-7 or 8-8. They have potential to finish first in the AFC West. Yes, I'll admit that, but I really don't see that being the case for this team until 2019 in Mahomes' second season. But since it's fucking June, about 1,000 different things could change that by the time the regular season starts in September. All these 4 teams could deal with injuries that change everything I just said. Thanks for watching another episode of That's Good Sports. Please check out my website, ThatsGoodSports.com. I'm on Twitter at Brandon Perna. My buddy at WillKey6 on Twitter is writing articles at ThatsGoodSports.com. And don't forget to come back for the full AFC West breakdown videos airing all this week on That's Good Sports.